your past life. Like when this happened in this life, it feels like it happened in another past life. That one, you know, that you truly made it from the 3D to the 5D. When you understand that feeling of this, that past version of myself is not even me, the clear understanding, the knowing that the past version of who I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago, it was not who I truly are. And this huge separation of energy that happened, where you think back on the past and you barely even remember half of the things. You maybe have career in particular thing, and you barely even remember that version of who you are. My own personal experience. I also had experience in the technician and these stuff, and for a couple of years in career here and outside. But now it's like it's been like 4 years where I have actually, like, I feel I fall so far removed thinking back on those days of being in that field or this field. I know it was me, that experience. I know it was me putting all that hard work and labor, but I feel so different. That it is like past version of who I was. It was in my past life. Because that separation, now that I am in my purpose, doing what I was created and formed to do, it's just the energy, the vibration of the frequency of this existence. It feels so different that it's like separating oil and water. You can see the difference, you can feel the difference. It is very clear distinction from one way of being to one another. See, that's what happens when you cross over to 5-dimensional energy. You go from a lifetime of wearing this mask and this representative to the table of whoever you are. You know you're different, but you don't know what that difference means or what I'm supposed to do with that difference. You're surrounded by people who accustomed to presenting yourself in a particular way. You get comfortable in that energy, never really quite comfortable, but you end up staying there because you assume this is what life is supposed to be. This is what life how supposed. These are the type of people I'm supposed to have in my circle. This is what I'm supposed to believe in. This is the way that I must generate money. That you know, and when you awaken and you are consciously taken and you embrace the true, authentic, original, organic version of who you are created to be, you're like, how we are even the same people. You're stepping outside of that old version of yourself. It's like a snake skin and looking back to that skin and saying, that was a part of me. I can't believe I was encased in that. And you feel of thanks and gratitude that you've been able to cross over that threshold, because it does not come easy. Shedding those old layers from the 3D to the 5D, it takes a whole lot of strength and empowerment, self-love, hard work, and fearlessness. You gotta be courageous enough and bold enough to shed that skin. And then to present to the world who you truly are. And not try to hide. Because you are now vulnerable. Or because now it's feeling naked. When you have so many layers on you for so many years, and you come out to the world as your authentic self, you feel naked. But It's freedom that comes with that, because you don't have to hide anymore, and there's no shame if who used to be, because you're not that anymore. You can speak on that person, that old version of yourself. You can proudly speak about that version, because you're a better version now. And just to talk about the karmics that you have to attract, and all these people and these things, that you find appreciation for the journey. But you were really able to look at the old version of yourself, like a pie looking down, that bird's eye view, a higher perspective, and you're able to see why everything played the way it did. It's like watching a big screen and a movie. Oh, that was me. You don't regret like what you passed in. It's amazing experience. Like all this, what I crossed with was needed. Damn, life is so different that I don't even feel that was my experience. You're not crazy. You're not tripping. You're not illusional, delusional. It's the truth about that separation between the 3D and the 5D energy. And not everybody will be able to experience that. And this is why many people will tell you that you're fake, will tell you you're pretending to be something that you're not. Oh, I known you for 35 years. How did you go from this to that all of the sudden? Here it is, you're 37 or 40, or you're totally different. They just waiting for that old version to come back. It's possible. I swear it's possible. It happened. Do your research. Because you feel so separated and detached from it. And you can't go back to that old version. You can't. Can you fake the fuck and pretend? But you never feel comfortable. And so this is why it's so important to just embrace who you are. Once you go through that metamorphosis and you embrace the new version of yourself, because the more you embrace the new version of yourself, others have to respect it, even if they have hard time to accept it. You go ahead and create that very necessary distance, and you become the standard. You become the example, and it gives other people who are wanting to do better, wanting to be better, the motivation to shed those layers, and not to feel like you have to maintain a particular facade or representative, because people are used to see you in this representative or particular title, or believing in particular things. It's no longer about what other people think. It's about you growing and evolving in this lifetime. And so yes, everything who used to be chosen is part of your past life. That's why a lot of time I'm telling you about like doing the shadow work and transformation and rediscovering something about yourself, and can be cleared out. Sometimes you get residual energy that you have to shake off from time to time. When you go back to remembering of who you are 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 23, all of that you time traveling now. Now you're time traveling. And you're doing it with intention. You like, let's start time travel and clean and separate that person who I was back then. I'm separated from him. And so now I'm able to access the energy without it having a negative impact on you. So what I mean by that, tragic situation or traumatic situation, what happened when you was 8 years old, but now you are separated from the 3D energy to the 5D energy, and you metamorphosis into a new being. You are now detached from the emotional trauma that took place when you was 8. So now your detachment allow you to go back into that time period of your existence, and to clean up without the energy making you dirty and or taking you back all over again, or pulling you back emotionally back again. You are able to detach from that, and that when you're able to manifest. That one you're able to create, because you gotta remember the mind does not know the difference between trauma that happened 20 years ago and and that situation that happening now. When you think about it, it creates the same emotion. It triggers the same anger, sadness, bitterness, insecurities than it was happening in the present moment. Because the mind doesn't know the difference between that timeline or 20 years ago or what's happening now, because the energy that has been created from that trauma is the same. So you keep re-entering yourself over and over again if you have not gone through that metamorphosis. But once you shed all that layer who used to be, you are able to time travel back into those moments of trauma, to speak about them openly, to think about them. And it doesn't bring sadness, it doesn't bring pain, it doesn't make you feel ashamed or guilty. It doesn't bring embarrassment. Because, again, this is the old version of me. That's not who I am. That separation from the 3D to the 5D is amazing. And I would like to encourage you to keep doing the healing work, keep doing the shadow work, keep evaluating yourself, keep shedding layers, keep getting down and making sure that you are intentional about getting down to the most authentic version of who you have been created to be, because you will be amazed on how different you are today versus just today and everybody else. And your life, everything outside of you, will also begin to change in drastic ways, because now, as within, so without, in the matter of the frequency of a new version of you. And if you lack for 40 years of your life, those 40 years you was asleep, you was unhealed, for these 40 years of your life was not doing the spiritual work, then of course lack came with that. But then when you cross over to the 5D and you went over through that metamorphosis because you healed, no more lack will exist in your life, because your life will have to be a reflection of who you really become. That is a universal law. That's how the Most High Father and Mother will make good of what they promise you. And so, just consider that great things are coming to you, as long as you continue to focus in becoming the best version of yourself. Keep your vibration high at all costs. I don't care what your situation is. Stay out to Mother Nature, connected. Keep putting your feet in that grass. Keep sun gazing, keep moon gazing, keep star gazing, keep cleaning what doesn't serve you in life. Keep lighting your candles, those white candles. Yes, keep meditating while these white candles are on. Then start working on the external thing to match the frequency of you who are becoming. Keep doing the work. Just listen your affirmation, play your frequency, use your crystal. Yes, be playful, dance, sing, play with your pets, take your salt bath. Do all of these things, whatever you think that no matter how you think it is a small, it won't affect. No, keep doing this. This should never ever stop in your life. These things that people may be ridiculous or think for what you're doing, these are the things that will continue making you elevating in life. These are the things that you must be bothered about and concentrating on, because the external world, you will not gain anything from it. You will gain trusting in the Most High more than trusting in men. You will gain from your salt bath more than any external friend or anybody outside in this world. Whatever you do in the spiritual level, listen to that internal voice. Listen to your spiritual team. Don't get caught up in trying to manifest it through books or Google Magic or all these foolish things. These things, are they gonna put you on Google? Those magic and spelling, are they gonna put you things that actually help you? Are you insane? Are they gonna put it in books and give it to you? No, no. It's to get you trapped, to get you as whipped, to get you stuck. Those things doesn't work. It's. Do you know what's work? Your soul path. Do you know what's work? Listening to your inner voice in a spiritual level. Listen to that internal voice. Talk directly to the Most High and the spiritual team. Guide me. Guide me. How don't go out books, manifest and Google magic and all this foolishness that will whip your ass, because everything that already existing is within you, inside of you. You have the tools, you have the wisdom. It's already in your akashic record. All you have to do is to remember it. I don't know how to do these things. Yes, I do. You just have to listen and get quiet enough, get silent enough. Release all those thoughts and doubts and powerlessness. You don't have to just passively exist. As a chosen seed, you have been given the authority to change your life and to help to change the life of others. That's your mission. That's what you're placed here to do. You can't possibly say that you're incapable to do. Literally, I should craft it, or I should. I can't do this. I can do it. It's come to me. I can do anything I put my mind to do. Yes, it was created to God grace. The knowledge is in the consciousness, in the unseen. Embrace it. Embrace it. It's in the consciousness. You have officially crossed over to the 5D. And your past now is your past life. So get ready for the major change to happen in your life as a direct reflection of love. I'll talk to you next time.